my friends, how are y'all doing this morning? It is Saturday morning. I have to go to HEB anyway, so my goal was to spend $5 for a meal for 2 people. Now, I know that's difficult because if you buy food in a bigger quantity, if you have like $40, say $40, $50 to spend for the week, typically you're going to get a better deal because you have purchasing power. However, some people don't have $50 to spend for the week. See what's on sale today, which is important. You need to shop your sales. I want to spend $5 for a meal. Ideally, I want a protein, I want some sort of starch, and I want a vegetable. The first meal is going to feed 2 people, and the second meal is going to feed 3 people. I will see you when I start making dinner. So these are my items for 2 dinners. One for 2 people and the other for 3 people. Can you guess what I'm going to make? Number 1. And number 2, what would you make? I'm going to show you meal number 1. Okay, this is meal number 1. And this is to feed the high almond. This is to feed the 3 people. But this in itself did not leave enough room for a vegetable. But what I did was, I had seen these pork chops for $1.84. They're $4.49 a pound, but 0.41 pounds, $4.49 a pound, which is a really bad price for meat. But it was a price that I could afford. It was $1.84. That's what I mean about, if you have a little bit more money to spend, it would be better to buy a cheaper meat in bulk. I got this to go with, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to season these, and so these are for Mark and I tonight, and we'll each have 3. Season them and let them sit, and then I'll dredge them in flour and fry them because they're so thin. And then I am going to use flour out of my pantry. And then I got this, and I was going to get one that called for milk, and I was like, well, I don't have a problem using milk, but let me look and see if I can find one that doesn't use milk, and I did. And then I'm going to use half broccoli for one and half for the other. I'm going to make both meals today. It's 12:38. I have time. I do have a few things I need to do in my office, but this is also one of the things I need to do. So I'm going to make tonight's dinner and tomorrow's dinner because tomorrow we're going to church. I don't want to make dinner when I get home. I want to have it made. So all we have to do is heat it up. Normally with these $5 challenge, $10 challenge, I don't know who first came up with it. I don't know. But you're only allowed to use oil, salt, and pepper. Well, that's not how I do my challenges. The way I see it, if you're strapped for cash, you probably still have a few things in your pantry. I know not every situation, not every case. I could probably list 10 off the top of my head in which you wouldn't, But I'm going to sneeze. But I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Not to say that my content isn't valuable. It is. I have some great ideas. I've been saving money a long time, and I think I could help you out. But I'm not going to follow the strict rules of only oil and salt and pepper in your house. But this is like a home challenge by a middle-aged housewife. So if you can use that type of information, great. I don't really cater to allergies because, like I said, I'm not a dietitian. I'm not trying to tell you what to eat. I'm just trying to give you frugal suggestions. I just feel like putting that out there because I have done the $40, I have done the pantry challenge, but I called it the $40 pantry challenge because I only spent $40 at the grocery store for that week for a family of 4. But I had a well-stocked kitchen to choose from. So you do get to a point, you have a well-stocked kitchen. Of course, some people can go out and do it today. Other people, you have to build it up. But that's the point that you need to get to. You need to have a well-stocked kitchen to draw from. And then also, that depends on like your climate. Like down here in Texas, we have boll weevils. If I buy 100 pounds of flour, it's going to get bugs in it before I can use it. So there's only so much stocking up you can do in certain climates. Excuse me. And I'm talking about sealed containers. Like these bugs the eggs are already in the product. And if you don't use it in time, they hatch down here in the warmer climates. Anyway, I need to take a drink of my water. I'm not saying I would never do a video where the only thing you could use was oil and salt and pepper. I'm making myself a grilled cheese sandwich with salami. I know this shirt is very unflattering because it's like too big and I need to like sew it. Anyway, so I guess I just feel like chit-chatting, you know. That's another thing that's going to be different about my videos and is different about my videos. If you watched my $40 pantry challenge, I like the chatty factor. I like the camaraderie. I like getting to know you guys in the comments. I like talking back and forth. So that's really kind of what I want this channel to be, you know? So anyway, I'm making my lunch because I did not eat breakfast before I went to the grocery store, and I should have, but I didn't. And now I'm hungry. So I'll talk to y'all later. Basically, what I guess I'm saying is, I'm going to use what I have in my house. Not the, I'm getting some chips because I have my grilled cheese for lunch. Anyway, basically what I wanted to say, and I'm not sure I'm getting it across correctly. I'm not trying to offend anybody. But for my particular videos, I'm going to show you the basics. Like, you can just eat this and it'll fill your belly, it'll taste good, and you'll probably be satisfied. But if I think of something in my house that I already have that could add to it and make it a better eating experience for myself and my family, I'm going to do that. But I'll show you the extra. So that if you want to do the extra, you can, but it's not required in order to have a great, delicious meal on its own. And you're probably wondering, well, why show the extras? Why not just eat it off camera? Why indeed?
So these directions say, in a meeting...
And at the same time I'm doing that, turkey for tomorrow's dinner. And you can get these at the Dollar Tree. I haven't seen the black ones in a while, but they do have the gray ones. That ground turkey really doesn't need it because it's already so soft. And I am going to use a little salt and pepper and Italian seasoning. If you hear something in the background, Mark is making himself something in the Keurig. I'm not sure what. Probably coffee. This at Ollie's. I don't know if you can see that, but it was 97 cents for 2 ounces. I'm going to put a generous amount, like that. I haven't put any oil in here. I've discovered I don't really notice a difference. So our turkey is browning. This is my favorite Hunt's canned pasta sauce. So I'm going to put this in a separate bowl to use later because I want to use this pan. And I'm going to use half of this bag of broccoli. So I have this much left for tomorrow. And this is how much I took out tonight. So I did season these with salt, not pepper. And I'm going to sprinkle some flour over them. Just regular old vegetable oil in there. I know it's not the best for you. So if your wooden spoon starts sizzling on the bottom, and it is, then the oil is ready. I'm not sure how long to fry it. I just usually go by color, so I can't give you an exact time. So I'm going to sprinkle a little sesame oil. This is totally optional. Some people don't like it. I love it. So this is my plate. And I'm just going to do a few drops. You see it barely comes out. And this is Mark's plate. And we're going to go sit down and eat. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. If it isn't, I will let you know. And this is the rice that we have left. Mark will probably eat it tonight. If not, it'll go in the fridge. And this is it, our first $5 dinner. So I'm doing the second meal. I'm about to put water in the pan. It's Sunday and we just got home from church. And it's windy here. That's why my hair is crazy. Sorry about that. But I didn't make the noodles yesterday because I wanted them to be fresh. But I did. So I made this yesterday. So we did go to HEB and I grabbed a garlic bread. Now this is totally optional. This is not part of the $5, and I know, please don't come after me. Some of you are purists out there and you think, well, it's not part of the $5 meal, she shouldn't be eating it. But I'm just trying to show you, like, if you wanted to spend an extra $2.50, because this was $2.50, you could buy some garlic bread, and this will not all be eaten for lunch, I'm assuming, and whatever is left, we can use for another meal. So I would assume we'd use at least $1 of it, and these come with the garlic butter already in there, and you just heat it up in the bag. And it was Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so HEB was crazy. I couldn't find any of the cheap bread. I didn't want to fight with the people. So anyway, I will come back and show you. Well, all I have to do is probably microwave the broccoli. So everything else is pretty much done. So probably what I'll do is show you the plate when we get it done. So this is Mark's plate and Kate's plate. Say hi, Kate.
Hi.
And my plate. And we're having water. Mark is having apple cider juice because we need to use it up. But we are going to sit down and eat our $5 dinner, except for I did add some Parmesan cheese on the top, except for the bread, which is totally optional.